A simple trick gets a treat, and what dog doesn't love that? Welcome to a brand new episode of Go. I'm your host, Danny Giesbrecht, and today we are on location with Dogs with Wings. This organization has placed 120 service dogs since 1996, and believe it or not, the cost associated with training these dogs is astronomical, and that's why this weekend they are throwing some fundraising fun days. Besides the service dogs we have with us today, we also have some farm animals, and we're also going to be hearing the story of one family who's benefited from these dogs. Stay tuned for all of that. But up first, we introduce you to a local youth who's receiving national recognition for his musical talents. Who doesn't love a soft, cuddly bunny? I did. I did have him nice and calm there. Okay, that's okay. We are playing with farm animals today. Stay tuned. After the break, we're going to introduce you to one of our Dogs with Wings family, Kyle, Amanda, and their dog Star. Plus, learn about the fundraising fun days happening this weekend. We'll be right back here on Go. Welcome back. This is Yuri, Urban, and Soda, three of our service dogs with Dogs with Wings and their trainers. If you're just tuning in now, that's where we are. We are hanging out with Dogs with Wings today. This weekend, they have fundraising fun days here at their location. As you can see, we have a bunch of farm animals around us, including a goat and some bunnies. They are going to have a petting zoo for the entire family, a garage sale. They're going to have service dog demos, and it's all raising money for this organization. So incredible. Each dog, believe it or not, costs about $40,000 from the time that they are bred, 2 years of training until they're placed in their forever home. So lots to fundraise for. And coming up the show, we're going to hear the story of one family who's benefited from one of these service dogs. Stay tuned for that. But first, the next donut superstar may soon be crowned in the capital region. And now we're going to introduce you to the man behind the banana bread who made it into the Final Four. Ooh, Snowflake, be still. Okay, from dueling donuts to kissing couples. Up next, Shaw TV's Chantel Tyler learns how one local rock group got Edmontonians to pucker up for their latest project. We are now joined by John Wheelwright. He is the executive director of Dogs with Wings. And let's start with the mission behind this organization. You've been with them for quite a few years now, but it started even earlier than that. Take us right back to the beginning.
Well, in the beginning, it was 1996. We were a very small shoestring organization. I don't think anybody really got paid very much, and we did guide dogs for Albertans. Shortly thereafter, we grew a little bit. We got a trainer from overseas, and we added service dogs for people with mobility issues. And then in 2007, we added our autism program, which is now our most demanded program. We also provide a variety of facility dogs, dogs for victim service organizations, and we have some companion animals working as well.
Speaking of our service dogs for individuals with autism, coming up for the show, we're going to meet Kyle and his mom, Amanda, and their dog, Star, one of your autism dogs. These dogs change people's lives in dramatic ways. They make life easier for the family, for the individual. Can you talk about the heartfelt stories you've heard from clients who have received a service dog?
Well, it's one of the things that makes this organization unique. We hear these stories all the time. I had a child one time say to me, I used to be invisible at school, and now I'm the kid with the cool dog. I had a mother say to me, it's the first time I've been able to take my hands off my child. Another family were able to take the first holiday they'd ever been able to take in 13 years of marriage. The stories go on and on. The whole point is to increase integration into mainstream society. Persons with disabilities have a lot to give. They have a lot that they can contribute. What they lack sometimes is the support, the means of being mobile. Somebody with a guide dog can get out to pursue an education, they can go to work, they can contribute, and they can be better connected to their own communities. That's better for all of us.
Right now you have 60 dogs in training. You've placed about 120 since your inception. But obviously, there's always costs associated with training these dogs and putting them in the correct home. You are having a fundraising fun day celebration this weekend here, raising money. You've got the petting zoo animals that we've been showing off. You're going to have some service dog demos. What kind of funds are you trying to raise right now?
Well, this is a lighthearted fundraiser. We have other events during the year, but this is meant to be fun for people. There'll be a white elephant type sale, so there'll be some good deals to be had. Garage sale stuff. There'll be a jumpy castle. There'll be an ice cream truck, some crafts for the kids, and then the petting zoo. Lots of activities. The emphasis is on fun. If we can raise a little bit of money for the substantial costs that we incur every time we place a dog, that's good too.
Okay. Well, John, thank you so much for your time. Stay tuned. Lots coming up after the break. Welcome back to the show. This is Kyle and his mom Amanda and their service dog Star. Now, we're going to learn the story behind how Star came to be with their family. Kyle's been working with Star for about 6 months, and if you notice his shirt, this guy loves his service dog. Now, an interesting thing about service dogs that have been trained for people with autism is they are trained how to kiss, but on the cheek with just their nose, rather than getting a big lick. Kyle's going to show you right now how Star gives him a kiss. Nice kiss. Oh, and then oh, a tiny little lick in there. She's a little excited with the other dogs in the room. Now, the reason we are with Dogs with Wings today is they have a fundraising fun day, 2 days actually, coming up this weekend. It's such an important organization. Right now, there are 60 dogs being trained in the community, and since 1996, they've put 120 dogs in the homes of people like Kyle. Stay tuned. We'll be chatting with the family in just a moment. We've had a new visitor walk into the room. This is Moira. She was one of Star's main trainers. And again, these dogs are trained for 2 years before they're placed in their forever home. You can see the love between Moira and Star. And we're going to be speaking with the family in just a moment. Stay tuned for that. But in today's episode of Jewelry Talk, we learn how to breathe new life into your old gold. Good girl. Star is getting a treat. We are now here with Mom Amanda and her son Kyle and Star. Now, Mom, tell me a little bit about why you decided to get Star for Kyle.
Well, Kyle has a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder, and when we're out in the public, he tends to wander, and he's very distracted by his surroundings. So we heard about Dogs with Wings, and we researched the different ways that they could help Kyle, and so that was one of the major reasons that we decided to get her.
And you work in a school, and you've seen service dogs in use before, and how impactful they can be in someone's life.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. On a daily basis, we had a service dog, Ivory, at my school, and just to see the way the children open up to the dog and, you know, do things that you never thought you'd see them do just because the dog is there.
With Kyle, yeah, you told me about grocery shopping. You'd turn to grab something on the shelf, and you'd turn around, and Kyle would be gone. Yeah. How has having Star in the family helped just your ability to go out and do things as a family?
Well, it's like sky's the limit for our family now. We're able to go out. We can go wherever we want, no holds barred, and I can feel safe. And feel comfortable knowing that he's going to be safe and that she's doing what she's meant to do.
And Kyle, I hear you have a couple of responsibilities with Star. What do you do for her?
I feed Star in breakfast and dinner.
Wonderful. She's got to have all that energy to keep up with you, right?
Yes.
And how long have you had Star now?
For 6 months.
Good stuff. And what do you love about your service dog?
I
see your shirt here.
Yes.
Can you show the camera? What does it say?
It says this guy loves his service dog.
Mm-hmm. And what do you love about Star?
I love her because she's so soft and I like cuddling with her.
She's a good cuddler. What's the biggest change besides just being able to go out in the community more with the family? What have you noticed in Kyle since Star's come in her life?
Kyle's definitely opened up more. I wasn't sure in the beginning how he was going to be. He also has some OCD issues as well, and some of them are tactile things, so touching and licking of dogs. I wasn't sure how that was going to go over, but he's really opened up his space, and he's actually inviting her into his space now, which is, it's magical to see, like, the impact that she's having. And my hope is that by letting Star into his space, that he'll let other people and into his space as well, and broaden his horizons.
Yeah, quickly, it was a 2-year training program to get Star trained for Kyle and specifically placed for Kyle, because that's a long process as well. What do you think of this organization and what they do for people like your son?
There's no words to say like how great they are. They're selfless people that work and volunteer with this organization. It's just been amazing, and I just want to keep giving back, and by doing this fundraiser this weekend is one way that the community can give back and help other people like Kyle in the community.
Awesome. Well, guys, thanks so much for speaking with us, and thank you to Star for sitting so well. Does she get a treat for that?
Yeah.
You want to give her a treat? Sure. Good doggy, Star. What are those, carrots?
Yeah.
Carrots.
Dogs like carrots.
Dogs like carrots. I didn't know. Before we go, here's your on-the-go calendar.
Start gentle.
Good job. Nice. And one more look at Star and our family, Kyle and Amanda, before we go. A big thank you to them for stopping by. Now, if you want more information about the fundraising fun days happening here with Dogs with Wings this weekend, head to the website on your screen. I've been your host, Dana Giesbrecht. We'll see you next time.